Phil Holman Hebert founded Sweet Love Farm with his wife Sally on the dream of living out a life shaped by family, community, stewardship, and good, healthy food. Phil raises chickens for food and eggs, and his practices of intensely managed rotational grazing result in dramatic increases in species diversity and soil fertility in the pasture. Phil asked us to create a framework for a long-term study which would show the impacts of his regenerative grazing practices on soil fertility, as well as come up with a system for cataloging fluctuations in biodiversity. As our conversations with him continued and our research progressed, it became exceedingly evident to us that our project would require much more than just a plan for soil sampling. Because Phil has many goals for his operation that extend beyond his actual farming practices, we needed to expand our thinking to consider the wider socio-ecological consequences. In our exploration of how to best represent aspects of biological science alongside ideas of human-land relations, well-being, and stewardship, we became increasingly aware of how difficult it is to demonstrate all these ideas at once. Current research on agricultural practices and land stewardship is severely lacking in translation between biological and sociological concerns. Because of this disconnect in language, regenerative agricultural operations are often deficient in comprehensive, data-driven conclusions regarding healthy practices for both the land and the people involved. To remediate this, we decided to create two sister studies, one based in sociology and the other in biology, with their connection identified as the central thesis of our work. The goal of the sociological perspective is to engage in data collection through interview-based methods, focusing specifically on Phil's perspective. Interviews conducted will be derived from integral theory, as seen in Table 1, to gauge the farmer's view on individual and collective relationships in the larger community and ecosystem. With the data collected from these interviews, the status of Phil's well-being can be cross-referenced with synchronously collected biological data of soil fertility from our sister study. Through the comparison of collected quantitative scientific and qualitative sociological data, we aim to reveal previously unrecognized connections between farmers and land. This framework acts as a starting point, designed to adapt and evolve cooperatively with time, data, and societal shifts to create an interdisciplinary longitudinal study.